You think this car will hold up in the desert? I think we need a van. Maybe you should drive.
Did you say something?
Yeah.
We were loaded to the gills with gear. One boom pole, a shotgun mic, and a dead cat. A bag of DSLRs and an assortment of lenses. And a Flexville I was certain was out to kill me. A tripod, camera rigging, and a suction cup. If we can't make something out of this, then I don't think we ever could.
We should pick the poor girl up.
We can't stop here. This is Brap country.
I've never ridden in a convertible before.
Get in. There's a couple things you should know about us. Can you hear me? This was a very challenging assignment with overtones of great personal danger. I'm a doctor of video journalism. What are you into?
I've had a love affair with cars my whole life. I build them in my shop, and I race them both on and off-road.
I've spent years on the auto show circuit talking about cars, but now it's time to get behind the wheel and find the next adventure.
Together, we're setting out to tackle all things that every car enthusiast should do.
This is The List.
Hey everybody, welcome to The List. I'm Jessi Combs.
And I'm Patrick McIntyre. We are on our way to Vegas to witness a gross physical salute to the fantastic possibilities of life in this country. It is an event for only those with true grit.
Man, we got a lot of that. It's a race I've wanted to compete in for a very long time. It's an off-road race and anything can happen. So come along with us as we check the Mint 400, the great American off-road race, off our list.
We'd be fools not to ride this strange torpedo all the way to the end.
The Mint 400 was first run in 1968 and has since held the distinction of being the toughest off-road race in North America. It started as a PR event to promote the Mint Hotel's annual deer hunt, but has grown into a bona fide desert race that attracts pro drivers, celebrities, amateur racers, and thrill seekers from around the world. The 400 came to a temporary end in 1988 with the sale of the Mint Hotel. However, it was revived 20 years later in 2008, and the Great American Off-Road Race has been running and growing ever since.
Before race day, Fremont Street is ground zero for tech and contingency. It's basically a pre-race party for 380 race teams, their sponsors, thousands of crew members, and even more spectators.
Here's what we got for the Mint 400. A 1980s Funko car. Small problem, one seat, which means one driver. That means I get to chase, so the pressure's off. I'm gonna relax, have fun, and just let Jessi do all the work this time.
The car Jessi will be driving was originally built around 1979, 1980. This car is actually a very famous race car. It was originally built for Roger Mears to race at Riverside, and then later on Ted Nugent drove it. It's got like 24, 25 famous drivers in it.
It was restored to original condition from the frame up for the AMA Hall of Fame induction for driver Marty Tripes. Tracy Valenta was the original owner of the car. He began off-road racing in 1971 and promoted a team concept and professionalism as drivers and team owners. Tracy and the Party Ice team were considered the premier off-road racing organization of the 1970s and 80s.
Where's the kit?
It's in the pouch right here.
Battery.
Battery's far side, latch down, everything.
Odyssey.
Of course.
Okay, you guys be good to go.
All right, car's inspected. Now I gotta go get my helmet, race suit, and R3 inspected, because safety comes first.
It's not sweaty. Yeah,
Oh, but it's dirty.
30 is expected.
Good?
Good.
Okay,
Don't break anything.
I'll do my best.
I was deep in the bowels of Flat Bill country, Brap Town, and I was in way over my head and well out of my element. Somebody tame these gnarly animals.
Jessi told me she had a chance to drive in the Mint 400, and my first thought was Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. That is my only reference to the Mint 400. So I brought along a little extra outfit. See if anybody picks up on the reference.
Hey, that's the girl, that's the girl. That's the girl we're gonna ride to the car.
This is a vintage class car, low ground clearance, not a lot of suspension travel. Different engine, different placement of engine. I mean, this is something that is completely different than anything I've ever driven before. Everything's inspected, and now I am going to get in the car and drive it for my very first time. Granted, it's only going to be a quick trip to the trailer, but at least I'll have an opportunity to get my foot in the clutch and see how it feels.
The 2017 Mint 400 race course consists of 3 laps on a 120-mile loop that extends from the edge of Las Vegas to the Nevada-California state line in Primm.
However, the vintage class will only be completing 2 laps of racing.
After crossing the start-finish line at the Primm Valley Resort, drivers will have to navigate a tight and windy short course before it opens up into the wide-open, brutal terrain of the desert, with craggy rocks, sand pits, dry lake beds, and shrubs.
How much time have you had in this car before this race that you're going to do in like a couple minutes?
About 4 blocks and I never got out of second gear.
Okay, well, that's how we do it on the list. You get 1 day, 1 shot, and that's it. Jessi's had 4 blocks of training in this vehicle she's never been in before, and she's going to go race for hours in the desert to get there. All right, good luck.
Stay in the ruts, but I can tell you that the ass end is already, I don't know what I can hit yet. Car definitely is super lightweight, so it slides around quite a bit. Steering's a little rough, not gonna lie. My arms are gonna be mush. Oh my God, my arms are gonna be so tired. They're already tired.
All right, that's it. Jessi's off. She is now in the hands of the desert. We're gonna go up to the next pit and hope that all 4 wheels are there when she shows up.
So it's gonna start getting dusty, and I won't be able to see shit. Made the first pass. Okay. Rocky section right here. Ah! Ah! What am I doing?
We're headed north on the 15 right now. Gonna go meet Jessi at the next pit. This is a whole new experience for all of us. So we're all kind of flying by the seat of our pants, just trying to figure out what's going on. And the best we can do other than listen to her is just go up here, meet her when she gets out of the car. We'll have a better idea of how well it handled and what she's encountered so far.
Can't hear you. Please repeat that. How is the what? Please repeat. How is the what? Uh-oh. That guy's rolled over. That's not good. So desert racing is definitely an event where there's a lot of attrition. We've already passed a lot of dead cars.
The radios that they're using in the race, they're a lot stronger than ours, so this one that we have is only picking up tiny bits and pieces of information. This is like dealing with like an astronaut. Like, you have no sight on them, you have no contact with them, you only get these tiny little bits of information coming your way, and you just hope that things are going well.
I am officially getting a taste of what it was like to desert race in the 70s and the 80s. Oh my God, my arms are gonna be Jello.
What I'm going through out there is what they were going through back in the day. There wasn't much suspension travel and there wasn't as much power. It's a lot of work and it's incredibly hard on your body. It's hard to believe people still choose to race this way. I've got blisters on my hands and there's no way to avoid it. If I let the wheel slip through my hands, it will wear blisters. If I hold on with a tight grip, my forearms are gonna give out. But somehow the smile is still there, just like it always is when I'm racing through the desert. Uh-oh.
Guys, I stalled it at the stop sign and now it won't start.
It's just clicking or just not doing nothing.
It's doing nothing.
We gotta get somebody to pump start you.
What?
Best I can do here is piece together information I get from this and using the tone of Jessi's voice, know how things are going. I've been in that car with her before, and I know when that tone of voice changes and gets a little more harsh, things are not going well.
Ah!
It sounds like Jessi may have stalled out somewhere along the course.
This has to be one of the most frustrating things. Sitting at a checkpoint, pits are right in front of us. We're doing really good.
Will you guys pull me down to the pit?
Yeah. Thank you.
Listening to the race radios, found out Jessi's having a little bit of trouble getting the car started. So we're gonna head down to pit A, catch up with her and see what the story is.
Ooh, it's picking up the inside of the tank. That fuel that they're using is eating the foam in the cell.
Why?
The fuel cell on this race car has foam baffles to keep the fuel from sloshing around while bouncing in corners. It keeps the car more balanced and discourages fires. It's designed to contract when the tank is full and expand as it runs low. After the crew members found foam in the fuel filter, they realized that the foam was breaking down into pieces and passing through the fuel system, clogging the lines and filter. To clean it all out would take hours, more time than Jessi would have to complete the race.
Well, we were hauling ass until we weren't. We do everything we can to fix the car and get back out there. That's desert racing. But after 2 hours of working on the car, we realized that there's no way that we can go back out there with this continuing to break down, clogging our fuel system, and not being able to restart the car. Although it was a hard call to make, it was a smart and a safe call to make.
That's what I get for buying $9 a gallon race gas, huh?
Yeah.
We have fun.
Yes and no.
It's a lot of handful, huh?
Well, I'm proud of the fact that I was able to keep it together, didn't crash it, didn't break anything. The car's still
No, I'm
intact.
happy. I'm happy you're smiling.
Yeah.
That's all that matters.
Absolutely. Are you kidding me? I just got to
We can
participate
fix it.
in the Mid 400.
Well, we've been up since 3 a.m. and the race got off to a great start.
We didn't get the results we wanted, but hey, that's racing.
No flats, no crashes, which
True.
means we can officially check Race in the Mid 400 off our list.
And since we can't race, we might as well watch the Great American Off-Road Race from the best seats in the house.
Thanks for watching.
See you next time.